Welcome to my another video. This time we will create this type of material in Cinema 4D and Octane. We will use especially a displacement map to create this explosion type of material, and how we can beautify it and how we can light it to make it more beautiful. So let's jump into Cinema 4D and create this page. So I will use Snap 4D R26. I have a very simple setup here, so I highlight. So if I show you here, then it will be more easier to understand. I see. So this is a pretty simple scene. Like I have a plane, that's the background, and I have a sphere. So we'll use the material on this sphere to make the explosion. And I have a camera, that's a pretty simple camera here. We can turn it on from here. I just hide it, and our focus point is close to the sphere. We can change it on if you need it. And for the lighting, I have area light that is pretty standard. Power is 20 and everything is like as default as it is. And for the environment, I have used two Octane sky. In one I have used Creative Office HDRI, and for another just black RGB spectrum. So this is like visible environment, and this is like primary environment. So it is like reflecting on our objects in our scene, and this is like angle of the HDRI. You can check it here. So let's jump into material creation. Maybe we can jump into this setup, so it is a bit easier for me. We have like Octane viewer here, and we have material. So this material is for the background, and it is like pretty basic. Just I have used this color, so I will not talk about this more. And we have applied on the background here. That's all. And this is like a sphere. Its radius is 30 centimeter. I have pumped the segment to 48. So let's create the material through which we can like create the beautiful explosion type fill. So for that, let's create a simple material, maybe. Okay, so I always like the Octane universal material, so you will name it main material. So I will name it main, and for this we'll apply it to the sphere, and I will do it for now. We need some more thing, so maybe we can focus on that first. We need to subdivide. So if we press Alt and select it from here, when it is selected, we select it here and press Alt, then it will keep it as its child. So that's fine. So, and I will pump it to 3 because we need more subdivision. And for this we need a displacement map, and if this time if we press Shift and click on, then it will be a child. And for this, like I need 5 centimeter. 5 centimeter is fine. For shader, we'll use a noise shader to give some displacement on our sphere. And it is better to make it like editable. I don't know, so maybe I will make it editable or not. It doesn't matter a lot, but I will make it editable. Displacement map. So we have reduced the height, is 5 now. And if we go to the noise shader setting, so I will scale it off, globally scale around 315, and we'll give some animation speed. So if we want to go for animation, then this will help. Otherwise, if we go for like the still, that's okay. And for brightness, I'm going for 5. Contrast like 95. So now we have some deformation, but this this is the thing we can always like adjust according to our uh, like look and feel. But for this I will go with this for now, but we can always change. So that's our like basic setup. Now we can go to our material again and set up the thing accordingly. So I actually used Google search image. This I actually searched it from like maybe a colorful wallpaper or something like that. Then I found this, and I have changed some like colors. So for this, like I have masked this area and change the hue and saturation so that it's give me some bluish feel. For this part I change it to bluish too, like with luminosity color. And for this part I have also changed some color over here overall to give some more contrast. And for this part I have also change the color a little bit. So finally it looks like this. So before it is like it was like this, and I have adjusted some color. Now it's like this. So this is the image I have used as like PNG. So the size is like 180 by 1800, and I did the same thing here for the displacement. So I made it some custom things. So this is the image, that is the same image here, but first I did it black and white, and then I added some contrast to give some have some more depth, and then I added some paths. So I have followed the same path here where these lines were created from to give a feel. So I did the same thing this time, a little bit different, but to hide some areas. Basically this black and white thing will help us to create the displacement, and finally I covered the surrounding so that there is no sharp edge in our map. And then I exported this to use as an displacement map. So let's jump into here. So this is the pretty basic material, Octane universal material. I will use those images to make this thing more beautiful. So first, like the albedo. So this is the like diffuse color. So it will go to the albedo, and I'll take another image, and this time it is like this is like just it's for roughness. You can use any other roughness texture from your stock. I have used something maybe from my stock. So this is like this, and I will use this custom made texture for our displacement. So for this I need a displacement. So as you know, so if you want to use any image texture in Octane as a displacement, so you have to need this displacement node. Then you have to connect it the texture, sorry, and then you can connect it to the displacement. So I want the projection of transformation here same as our displacement. So I will connect this both so that if we need to change anywhere, so we can change it here, and it will apply in both of our textures because these are same textures. Okay, so that's all for now. Let's apply it to our we already applied it, so maybe we can do it again. Just apply it to our sphere, and I will use a spherical. Okay, seamless. We can turn it on, but it doesn't matter actually. And let's see how does it look like at the beginning. If we fire on our, so that's it right now. It's not good, it's pretty ugly. I'm sure it's pretty ugly, but yeah, that's where we need to work. So let's come into the displacement tab, and first thing we'll do, we'll increase the level of details because it's like 256, it's pretty low resolution. So we'll go to 2040. So see, that's a lot of change already. And we will do one more thing, like if we increase like 25, so then these things will come out. So that's where the uh, things becoming interesting, and we wanna play with this. So maybe we can add some mid-level, maybe 0.01 or whatever, it doesn't matter. 0.1 is okay, fine for now. Maybe we can yeah, it seems more interesting to me. I will keep with this. So you can play, always you can play with this and see where you find the suitable angle. And one more thing we can do, we can change this sphere position or rotation so that we can get a very interesting angle. So you can always change this, and something like this it always works. So this is the way, so this is the like basic things. It will be a very short tutorial, and you can crank it up more, and you can actually add camera tag and add some depth of field, one maybe, I don't know. And you can do one more thing, you can copy these things and add another copy at the background, and this time it can be very small, and you can rotate it like maybe you can change the rotation of this one a little bit, or and from here you can choose the focal point like here. Maybe you can crank the pitch a little bit more so that you can get more depth of field. So that's basically it. See, like this is I mean, you can always change your angle, add some more light to give it like more interest. So I hope like you have enjoyed this tutorial, and get some point how we can create this type of abstract shapes using a simple texture, just tweaking something in After Effects or in Photoshop to make something custom, and make something beautiful. So I think like it is a very helpful tools, this displacement map, and to make something abstract and interesting. So thanks again for watching this tutorial, and let me know if you feel any problem anywhere, and if you want to see a tutorial on any other topics. I will try to cover it up. Thanks a lot. See you next time.